Hey there, I'm Quinn Cooper from Failure Heart Residential Services. On this sort of, dreary Thursday, I wanted to quickly touch on an issue that many residents in our area now have a heightened awareness of. I'd like to go over a few ways that you can minimize the fire risks in your home. We'll go over a couple examples regarding fires and another about the dangers of carbon monoxide, and end with a special offer to those of you who may need it the most. Before I go any further here, let's make it 100% clear that I am in no way an expert, okay? I can only speak on risk mitigation as it pertains to HVAC equipment and supplies. Let's get started. Thanks to a study from the National Fire Protection Association, we know that air conditioning units cause on average around 2,800 fires a year, leading to about 40 deaths and 120 injuries. This typically stems from people just neglecting their outdoor units. Weeds, dead leaves, debris, clogging filters and restricting airflow, rodents chewing wires, aging motors, and a general lack of regularly scheduled maintenance can all lead to a fire. Long story short, you can really minimize this by simply signing up for a preventative maintenance plan. We'll talk more about that later though. First, I want to introduce you to one of our most requested service technicians, Colby. Colby recently came across a situation that kind of set his spidey sense off, and he went above and beyond to ensure the safety of a young family, because that's just who he is. Also, hey, I totally ambushed him while he was on this totally unrelated job site. Thanks for being a good sport, buddy.
They were moving in and they needed the HVAC equipment checked out and everything. When I got to the place, I greeted him, and then we went downstairs and to check out the equipment. There's an exhaust pipe that was going up, and it had a 1/2-inch hole. Somebody had drilled into the exhaust for some reason and never plugged it. And then the burners were all scaled up. I got a whiff of something. When a heat exchanger has failed, it gives off this little smell. Now, you can't smell carbon monoxide, but you can smell a bad heat exchanger. The family's all downstairs, and they're all giggling, happy, They're ready for me to be like, hey, everything's cool, So I go back downstairs, and they're asking me, how's everything? I said, well, I'm just testing some stuff. So I kind of knew in the back of my head, I'm going to have to give him the bad news. So I go up to the furnace, and I go up to where the cabinet door is. I take the door off where the burners are, and I put my carbon monoxide tester on there, and it's pinging. I'm getting 13, 14, 15 parts per million. And I took a deep breath, and I walked out to the whole family, and I had to tell them, your furnace is red flagged. And they're like, well, what's going on? I said, we got carbon monoxide coming out. We have a bad heat exchanger. It would be a disservice for me to say this furnace was working. I mean, it was heating everything, but it was producing carbon monoxide. After the bad news, they were very nice about it. They're like, hey, we haven't even moved in yet, so this is gonna work out good. We're gonna get, a new furnace, new AC, and everything's gonna be good. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's what had to be done, and they were very thankful for that.
There's a ton of risk associated with what we do, and as you can see, our guys are trained experts with a lot of experience under their belt working both in people's homes and in various businesses in the area. I think it's time we stop, dancing around this and address the elephant in the room. It's no surprise that the residents of Jefferson Township here in Wells County will not have fire protection starting January 1st of 2026. While I could sit here and rant about how this happened or point fingers at certain parties, I don't think that's constructive, and frankly, we aren't interested in the politics of this thing. We just want to do what we can to make sure that people are safe. For all of our existing preventative home maintenance members within Jefferson Township, we'd like to give you a combination smoke and carbon monoxide detector at no cost to you whatsoever. This detector is Wi-Fi enabled and can even send alerts to your phone when you are out of the area. Simply call into the shop with your name and address, and you can swing by to grab one for yourself. However, fire and carbon monoxide are not issues unique to a specific township. In order to offer even greater protection to our clients, we'll also be giving away a detector to every new customer that signs up for a preventative home maintenance membership from now until January 31st. So just to recap, if you're currently enrolled in a preventative maintenance membership and live within Jefferson Township, give us a call and we'll hook you up with a free smoke and CO detector. Any new preventative maintenance members from now until January 31st will also be receiving that same detector for free. We'd like to thank everyone who has supported us in the past to get us to this point. I say it a lot, but it always remains true that we simply can't afford to do things like this without you. Even if you don't work with us currently, a simple share of this post to spread the word means the world to us. Thanks for your time, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.